Greetings, adventurers, and welcome to the Adventure Incorporated podcast. I am your Dungeon Master. My name is Anthony Reed. This is episode 81, and it is the beginning of the Morevia story arc. Things are coming to a close. There's not a lot of time left. If you've been following along, it's getting tense. And I want to thank our patrons at patreon.com/adventureinc for letting us get here. That's how we got here in the first place. So thank you to all of them for supporting the show. You get a special RSS feed, you get but really it's about, the important thing is these people have decided to support the show and help us provide this experience. And we hope that if you enjoy this experience, you either consider becoming a patron or thank a patron. Thank them for this, because it's theirs. They did it. Let's get started. Nobles and farmers, knights and scoundrels, gather round to hear a tale of excitement and mystery. Brave adventurers facing grave dangers. Belroth, the ranger.
She's a Grimalkin, but that's understood. No pets allowed, even though she's not a pet. I will wait outside. Everyone, if anyone needs anything, I am outside.
Skarpin, the cleric.
Should I just try and snipe them from over here?
Yeah, okay. I did say they were as good as dead. I would hate for my, to break my word on our first contract as Adventure Incorporated.
Ellori, the bard.
We would want you to leave this warehouse.
He points behind him.
Mm-hmm.
Church.
Oh, sorry. We want you to leave this church.
ReedDeeran, the wizard. He say you no worship Shattered Fang.
Yeah, man, he's like super wrong. We love Broken Tooth, Shattered Fang, man.
Prepare yourselves, for these are the tales of Adventure Incorporated. Hey, let's do some character management.
Oh, hey!
Whoa!
Everybody gains a level, and due to your experiences in your, we'll say through divination in your alternate reality versions, in addition to your level, you are each going to gain a bonus feat of your choosing that represents the memories and experiences you picked up in divination that you are carrying back with you to your character. So you will remember everything that happened to you in that divination. You will remember their lives from your points of divergence. And you will have this new feat that represents some added power from what you've picked up in that other world. So I'm going to go around. We'll start with, let's start with Rob. Why not?
Sure.
What happened to Belroth this level?
Belroth got a shitload this level, actually. This is a pretty good ranger level. So I got an ability score improvement, so I'm a little bit wiser and a little bit more dexterous. And I also get Natural Explorer, or Land Stride, which now non-magical difficult terrain doesn't affect me. I can't be slowed by non-magical plants, spines, or similar hazards. An advantage on saving throws against magically created and manipulated things that impede my movement, like entangled or otherwise. So I just move through terrain way better. And then also my ability score. And the bonus feat I took, we are somewhat reflavoring. I took the feat called Fey Touched, but my episode had nothing to do with the Fey. But I'm taking it because A, it gives me a little bit more wisdom, which is nice. And B, I learned 2 spells that are thematically tied to what happened. 1, Misty Step, always rad. And 2, a spell called Silvery Barbs, where I can cause someone to suddenly experience doubt, and redirect that to someone else to give them advantage. So I think that is basically it. I got a lot. It's pretty cool.
That is cool.
All right, great. How about you, Steph? How does your level look?
Yeah, this one is pretty simple. Got an ability score improvement, and then that was really And when I say that, I realize I didn't even look at spells. But then the feat that I took was actor, because you all heard it. Ellori was so good at acting, so good at getting information from acting. So that
the way you're pronouncing that word, Steph, I think it's pronounced criminal.
Getting information from criminals by being a criminal and
There we go.
acting like a different criminal. Yeah. So I took actor, which increases my charisma by 1. So I've got a max 20 charisma, which is exciting, and then advantage on charisma checks when trying to pass myself off as a different person. I can mimic the speech of another person or sounds made by other creatures. So that is exciting. And then I will probably get another spell or so. I'll fill you in a minute.
Okay. All right. Mike C.
This was a good level also. Ability score improvement, maxed out wisdom. So Skarpin's very wise and powerful. And also I can use Cloaked in Dream up to 5 times now because can do as many times as my wisdom modifier, which is lovely. And what else? Second level 4 spell slot. That's always lovely. But for his feat, he got a skill expert, which also boosted his wisdom, so that helped. So yeah, he's excited. He's super strong now.
All right. And Mike C.
Yeah, so I rolled my hit die, and
Dangerous.
I got 6. Oh! In addition, I had my ability score increase, and so I am also maxed out on my primary spellcasting modifier. That puts an intelligence score of 20. And I took a feat, much like Rob, where we had to reskin it a little bit. The feat I took was called Fade Away. Fade Away gives you a +1 to either intelligence or dexterity, and then it also allows you immediately after you take damage to use a reaction to magically become invisible until the end of my next turn, or until I attack, deal damage, or force someone to make a saving throw. Once you use this ability, you can't do so again until you finish a short or long rest. Because it's an illusion spell, it felt, or an illusion kind of flavored feat, it felt right, given that this DeeRan was teaching those kinds of things. And then the spell that I took in addition for my 8th level here was Liamon's Tiny Hut, based off in the episode that I got to do. We had that little private sanctum that DeeRan lived in inside the closet of his office. So
That's so fun.
thematically, I felt like it made sense.
They're bigger than you
I
think.
love that.
That's right.
All right. Anything else before we move on?
I'm deciding between Dimension Door and Polymorph. I feel like Dimension Door might be more useful, but Polymorph seems really kind of fun to like turn someone into like a little bunny.
I'm starting to think this game's getting a little out of hand. These spells.
We're starting to get some real strong shit.
I mean, you can always use Dimension Door to get to the top of a tree very quickly.
I know.
That's true.
And then you can use gravity to get to the bottom of a tree very quickly.
But
What level spell is that?
Deeran already has Dimension Door.
Right.
And Deeran doesn't have Polymorph.
Well, yeah, but then we could teleport all of us. Well, almost all of us. Poor Freya.
Yeah,
Sorry,
you could
Freya.
teleport Deeran to the bottom of a tree.
Oh, we could Dimension Door to and from the kitchen. Like I could cast it to the kitchen, and then you could cast it back.
This
I'm
isn't
gonna
real
take
life,
polymorph.
Mikey.
Okay, great. Now we have it all laid out. Your eyes flutter open. The room is, I will say, stuffy. It smells like smoke. But it's just the four of you in this still quite dark hold of the ship. Well, I guess Freya also.
Oh, good.
We
never did an
didn't do
episode for
Freya's
Freya.
episode.
Please record that on
Does
your own,
Freya get an
Anthony.
ability? Can we figure out what it is?
We just put Rocket and Artemis very close to the microphone.
Yeah.
So that you can just hear their purring for an hour.
I like to think maybe Freya was like watching you all, like standing guard at the top of the stairs of the boat, waiting for
Being
you
a
to
huge
wake up.
Creeper.
No, that's
Well, not
sweet.
watching you sleep. I mean,
Well,
like
I
watching
like to
over
think
you.
I like to think that Freya went on an adventure by herself and like had a really
You-
cool adventure.
You don't know. Your eyes were closed.
I know. That's why I like to think it.
He liked.
I like to think, not to know.
All right, great. Good news. All right, so you guys begin to wake up. Yeah, Skarpin, you've been sleeping a while.
That was a nice, satisfying yawn.
Hey, everybody, wake up.
Wait, Skarpin?
Yeah,
Is that you?
yeah, I'm awake.
Oh, good. Hey, man.
Yeah.
How are you feeling?
If what happened to me happened to you, then uneasy.
You mean
I get that feeling.
wait? Which part? Because like we killed the demon on the
Yeah.
island of the sun and the moon, and then you slept the whole trip back.
Yeah. But it was more the oracle part. Did they also take you somewhere?
You got visited by the oracle too.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, I wasn't sure what was gonna happen because she like came on the boat, and like you were already asleep.
Yeah, and we decided
Yeah.
for you. We're sorry, but hopefully it was fine.
We assumed you'd be into it because it definitely involved dreams,
Yeah,
and
it
that
was
seemed
weird.
like your thing.
No,
So,
exactly. Y'all know me. I appreciate that.
Of course.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Wait, did you get to dream, Skarpin?
So the oracle did something, and I was able to enter whatever reality they sent me to. So it wasn't quite the same.
Yeah, it
But,
didn't really feel
it
like a
was
dream
close.
to me
Yeah.
either, Deeran.
Yeah, it wasn't super weird. I was expecting like a normal dream, you know?
I felt like it was very different for me. I mean, it was a normal dream, but it was like a lucid dream, and that I could kind of control where I was going, but I had no control over it at the same time. I just, I was a different person.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think that this is going to help us in our fights ahead. But I did want to ask you something before we go off on some other crazy adventure.
Sure, Skarpin, what's up, man?
Yeah, there was something inside there that I learned, and it's probably true in this world too.
Hey, me
Oh,
too.
that was going to be my question
too.
because I was wondering if the things that happen in there actually are true. I mean, there were alternate lives, right? Like,
Yeah, the oracle at the end they said this things that I learned, especially regarding this, are similar enough in this world that basically that it can be applicable, and I can take it as reality here.
oh,
Is that kind of the impression y'all got for your stuff?
Yeah, man, it was Deeran looks around and he leans in very close to the four of you and he goes, "It was Wesley and Archimedes that destroyed the stone." And then he recaps like the rest of his dream.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay.
Wow.
Well, that
it
would
sounded
make
like
sense
you were
as
so
to-
brave.
Well, I mean, I guess I feel like I'm kind of I feel like I was kind of afraid in that dream, you know, but also like I learned a lot, man, about like the pressure that you must have felt as a professor, you know, and like I feel like you and I can like really connect now, like, you know, the amount that like the amount of pressure that you must have put on yourself for your students and like their well-being, you know.
Yes, I appreciate you saying that, because in my dream I was much more successful than I was as a professor. I was actually very successful cleric in the teachings of Diam, and it was like kind of medium high ranked. And
Hey.
Is there money in
also-
that?
well, no, but I got tithings. I was living a
Like
humble
directly
life, but I
to
felt
you?
very, yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
Wow. Okay.
It wasn't. There was lower earning potential, but it was steady.
Okay, that's important. That's important.
But I also learned that my religion might be based on a lie.
I feel.
And then
I've been trying to tell you that the whole time, man.
Dear, don't get started.
and then and then Belroth recaps the whole thing of who Diam actually is, what Diam did with the Lich, and how Diam was kind of a shadow user. So
Wow.
Damn.
yeah. Also, I met Amelia and had to I just didn't really care about her. It was very straight. I mean, she was still an attractive woman, but I was like, oh, I'm happy with my life. I don't need to prove it to someone else.
I must have felt empowering.
It did.
Good, man. That's awesome.
Yeah, that's great to hear.
So that was my
I became a criminal.
What?
what?
Okay, Ellery, you're gonna have to tell us that whole story.
Okay.
That one sounds fun.
She does.
Whoa.
Whoa!
Yeah. Yeah, I think the most important thing that we can learn from this is that the Dowager Sorlia Horton is evil, and I don't know if she's like as evil as a demon, but she's definitely been around like as long. So
Yeah,
Interesting.
that box sounds super scary.
it was super scary.
That means I wonder. It has to be the same as the phylactery that I saw in the vision. The vision within the vision. Oh gosh.
There's
Wait,
too
you think-
many visions.
You think it's the same?
It could be, or there could be multiple.
I mean,
I hope
necromancy's like it feels like it's coming into vogue. You know what I mean? Like I feel like a lot of people, no offense, Skarpin or Ellery, but it just feels like a lot of people are like really focused on like the undead lately. So like that, you know, it could be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, speaking of necromancy, in my world, my dumb brother stole an actual piece of necromancy. I think the last piece of necromancy in the world.
Wait, like
What?
your brother that got stabbed by the pitchfork guy?
Yeah, I'm starting to think he probably just fell on something, and my parents were, oh yeah, he got attacked,
I mean,
defending us.
but like they're the reason that we went to the Isle of Sun and Moon. So like I feel like that part at least
Yeah.
there was a chance that that was true.
Like, it's always a chance. You know, I don't, you know, he's family, so I want to give him the benefit of the doubt sometimes. So we found the artifact, and we actually handed it over to a zombie, and they crushed it and destroyed it.
A zombie?
Just a random
Yeah.
zombie.
Well, he seemed like a nice zombie.
Well,
Yeah, no, Diakin knew him. So I was like, "Hey, Sugarbush, is this guy on the up and up?" And he said, "Yeah."
Skarpin,
yeah.
were you still a zombie? Like a little bit?
No. I in my world, I never went to the Deadlands. I stayed with the Nightholder clan.
How did it
oh, that's
feel?
crazy.
I felt less stiff. And yeah, you look down and it was just my hands. They were the same, and yeah, and my mother could actually look at me. It was nice.
So why
in
did
this moment, that gnawing hunger rises in you again. You know, the relief that you felt in the dream, long gone.
And there was the being satiated after a nice meal of bacon and eggs and not squirrel. Yeah, so that's back now. The undying hunger. I feel that wasn't clear. Sorry.
why did you give the final piece of necromancy to the zombie? Was that like a part of a quest, or I mean, I know you're impulsive, but it still seems like a thing that you'd think about.
Yeah, in this world, actually, I tailored it back, and I feel like I kind of took some of that back here, and I've learned a little bit about how to navigate things a little better. But the necromancy, you ask, as Diakin said that they needed it, and I trusted him. I trust him. I do. And yeah.
I'm sorry, Skarpin. I got like an almost like Belroth like question here. It's about the mechanics of that whole thing, right? Like,
Sure.
there's a lot of people casting necromancy spells like all over the place right now. So like, what do you think was the difference in your world to make that like the last piece of necromancy like around? You know what I mean? Like so we were in the element of fire, and we found that like orb that contained the essence of like fire elementalism or whatever, and like we like in my memory there was an orb that contained some element of shadow magic, and like what I guess what happens, you know.
I wonder that too, Deeran. What we went through, it seems, isn't exactly what happened, and the things that we saw and did might happen or something similar to them. So I wonder if either the piece of necromancy in our world here isn't destroyed, like maybe we're still able to draw power, or there's still lingering enough magic to utilize. And that's what's being utilized.
Oh, so you think it's like a
source.
like a beacon of that energy or whatever that like anyone can draw off or whatever?
I think so. And in the dream world, it was very weak, and there's a being inside of it. I chatted with them,
like a lord of death or whatever. Like what do you mean?
No, it seemed like some lizard folk. They were just
a random,
just a lizard folk?
ridiculous.
Not a random zombie, a random
just a guy.
lizard folk.
Well, yeah, like Skarpin, I feel like yours was crazy.
Yeah,
Yours
no,
maybe
I haven't
sounds
even asked
more
you the
like a
question
dream.
yet.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you had a Skarpin. I'm so sorry. You had a question, man.
No, this was much more less anxiety provoking. I appreciate the distraction.
Well, now I'm fucking nervous, man.
Yeah. Well, I think I learned something that I think is important, and I know is important to y'all. The topic, at least, it's about the fading.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
But I was warned to not. Well, if I did spread this, there would be consequences, and I know at least my clan was tasked with keeping this secret. My parents never told me. My clan, I left before they shared this with me.
Like here, like in this world.
Your parents know what's going on with the fading?
They do, yeah.
I feel like there was something said, or they said, about how they, we talked about how the turtles existed kind of before, and so I guess
Skarpin,
that
how do
makes
you
sense.
fix it?
Yeah.
Well,
So I want to ask you, before telling you kind of the whole shebang, because I've done this before. I took all our money and invested it without asking you. I thought it was a great idea. I didn't want to be as impulsive anymore. If I tell y'all this, I worry that my family might come for you and try and extract this knowledge from you in your dreams. Whoa. And I don't know the permanent consequences of that. It sounded pretty benign. But my parents got real scary at one point. And I want you to know that if I tell you this, it could put you in danger. So, do you want to be in danger? And no?
Well, okay, hold on.
Yeah, I have a follow-up question.
Yeah,
See what I'm doing? I'm asking.
No, it's a
I
great,
appreciate that
yeah,
totally.
Honestly, I super appreciate you asking instead of just doing it.
Sure. Yeah.
Especially if it means that like your parents are gonna come into my dreams and like suck my brains out or whatever. Like that's
Not
terrible.
all of your brains.
Well,
I mean, how do we ward our dreams from your parents?
also,
That's
how
a
do you know
sentence
it's
I've
not all my
never said
brains?
before.
Hold on. Like that's an assumption, Skarpin. You don't know.
It is. That's fair. That's an assumption. And I don't think I can't ward dreams against my parents, so you can't either. Belroth, sorry.
You're not allowed.
No, that's fair. I mean, how if you aren't you in danger then, no matter what?
No, because Skarpin doesn't dream. He's immune, right?
Oh.
I'm immune here.
Yeah.
In the dream world where I never left, so they shared this with me because I was tasked to continue protecting this.
Oh, jeez.
But here they don't know, they won't know that secret has been gained elsewhere in the world, so they won't be coming for that secret.
Oh.
Okay. Two things.
Yeah.
One, does it have anything to do with destruction magic by chance, just randomly? You know what I mean? Like, is there any sort of connection between the fading and destruction magic? Yes or no?
Wait, don't answer that,
No,
because
yes
maybe
or no
that could be
answer.
extracted.
Yes or no answer just on that.
Belroth, you can earmuff if you want.
Well, now I want to know.
Wait, can I ask a question before we get any information on it? Is there a reason that they're trying to keep it secret? Because it feels like the Faden
Oh, that's a good question.
is something like, if it's something that we should
Respect?
Yeah, Skarpin, you tell. Okay, so something I didn't mention necessarily, maybe, is that in my dream, Wesley wanted to get to destruction magic behind the demon stone because he thought we could cure the fading with it. And so my understanding from the Oracle is that that's what happened here. He was trying to solve the fading by getting to destruction magic.
Well, but no, and I guess my question there is that the grandma I met, Soralia Horton, was not affected by the Faden, and she was super evil and definitely into destructing things. So I don't know if that's part of the connection, if they're trying to keep, like, if you can only, well,
sure.
evil.
I mean, I've destroyed a bunch of stuff, like, on accident
No,
mostly,
but she is like another level of destructing.
Sounds like it, yeah.
And then, so knowing that, Skarpin, do you feel like the reason the Night Holders are, like, bound to make the fading be a thing is good?
The tough part and frustrating part when I was talking to my parents was that when I asked them questions along those lines or similar, the fading itself has removed the knowledge of those answers.
Wait,
So
That is very frustrating.
they know that this is their task, and it is the task of the Nightholder clan, and more details about the fading, but why we need to protect it, and who is seeking to release this information, because they've had to extract this secret from people in the past?
You know, I saw a traveling play once that two families were fighting, and the fight started so long ago that nobody could even remember why they were fighting. Then the teenagers died, and everyone stopped fighting. So because they realized that it was stupid to be fighting, even though because they didn't know what they were fighting for. So is this a thing like that
that we have to kill a bunch of teenagers?
No.
Ellery, I know you were like
Yeah.
a criminal
Bel-
in your dream.
Yeah, Ellery, this is the real world.
No, I'm
No, but
saying
really, Skarpin, do we have to
I
kill a
love
bunch of
the-
teenagers? Because I don't want to do that.
I love the idea that Romeo and Juliet in the traveling play that she saw, they were like, well, why are we fighting them? I don't know, the fading. We don't know anymore. The fading took it. We're not sure.
I mean, honestly,
Well,
that's just Romeo and Juliet.
Yeah.
I feel like there's a lot of things that happen between then, but
No, they
Oh,
literally
okay.
don't
That's
know
fair.
why they're mad at each other. Nobody knows
Because of the fading.
because of the fading.
because of the fading.
It's crazy that Shakespeare. It's crazy that Anthony stole this whole like universe mechanic from Shakespeare. You know,
Two households, both alike in dignity, and fair numerita, where we lay our scene.
somewhere.
From ancient grudge break to new mutiny, but nobody remembers because of the fading.
boom, it writes itself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you just try to force the fading into iambic pentameter?
Yes.
So that is a frustrating component of this, but I don't. Before hearing what y'all are saying, I didn't even connect the destruction to the fading. So I was like, well, maybe I won't even bring it up because maybe we can solve the demon stuff, and they don't even need to know about the fading until later. I'll say, oh, by the way, but now that might have something to do with the fading. So here we are.
Okay, I have another question.
Okay.
If we have this information and our dreams are susceptible to being attacked by your family,
Yeah.
does that extend to if we have a solution for the fading and we cure someone, is your family going to come into their dreams?
If they understand the nature of the secret, then it seems like it sets off a vibration within the dream world, and my parents are able to sense it.
That was
They-
yeah.
They track that and extract it.
So you tell me how to cure the fade, and I cure my grandma, and my grandma gets attacked by your parents.
Yeah.
Then I don't want to know. Because if
Yeah.
I
When-
know
when
and
they-
I can't, if I know how to cure it, and curing it puts my grandma in danger, then I won't. It would eat me alive.
I respect that, Ellery. I wish I had more information and was able to figure out a way to protect y'all and guard y'all from this. But I could think on it and look into it, but I can't promise it.
We can still find our own way. This isn't the only way we can cure the Faden. If your family found out, somebody else out there knows.
That's true.
Yeah, you said that somebody else learned the truth and then had the
Yeah.
dream extracted. So
Yeah, I asked if there was some sort of group or force, and they said they don't even know. But it does pop up from time to time. But
So
I
we
will
could-
say that
yeah.
it's not that they know how to cure it. It's they know what it is. Which would be important, I think, eventually to curing it.
Yeah. That makes sense.
Oh.
Yeah. So, I'm hungry.
Okay.
quite the pickle.
Oh,
All right. Oh, speaking of pickles.
yeah.
Okay. Actually, this is a great idea. Skarpin,
Okay.
are you able... I know you can't dream, but you've taken us to the dreamscape before.
Yeah.
Could you go into my dreams and remove knowledge of something from my, like, dream? Like when I'm asleep?
You know,
Like a pickle? You know, something like that's like just not important. Like just something small is kind of a test to see like what the like effect might be in real life.
Yeah, that was going to be my question: is what happens? What does extraction entail?
yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I trained a bit. I was with my parents when we used a magic that is similar to the extraction to find my brother. I think I can figure out the next steps and give it a shot. So I could try it, but again, we don't know the consequences. So I'll keep it as small as possible.
Yeah, like I mean, like I don't even really like pickles. I think they're kind of weird. Like I
Sure.
like the crunch, but like the like there's too much juice.
Oh, I love the juice
Yeah.
and the crunch.
Yeah, like the crunch is great.
But Deeran, yeah, it seems dangerous. And knowing knowing what the fading is, do we think that is of vital importance to solving the demon problem?
We don't know, right? Because
Yeah.
we can't know the connection without putting ourselves at risk. And that's what's tough for me, because I want to know more than anything and feel as though that I can handle it, but also I don't want to be killed by your parents in my sleep. So I feel
that
that's
would
really
be
what
horrible.
I'm assuming extraction is.
Sure, yeah. What if it's like that traveling play that I saw one time when I was like way too young, and it's all about a guy who like shows up in your dreams and extracts your guts from inside your body using his big metal claws.
Oh wow,
Yeah.
that sounds similar. Yeah.
That's similar?
Well, they were all dressed in armor. My mom was carrying daggers. She's never had daggers. She had like kitchen knives and.
Wait,
my
she
mom-
used
my dad had
daggers to
she-
extract dreams?
Yeah.
Oh, Scarpin.
So they're taking our brains.
Yeah, they're definitely cutting us open in our
They're
dreams,
stealing
man.
brains.
Coming out from underneath the bed and stuff, and like putting us in scary situations, like inside factories.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
Factories.
yeah, I would hate that. I don't want to do that.
That's the. I don't like that dream traveling play. I don't like the spooky one.
Oh, you've seen that one too? Yeah, it's horrible.
Yeah, I was hoping it was like the other dream traveling play where there were several layers of dreams and they were trying to put an idea into someone through dreams. But it would be, I guess, the opposite. Or learn
go.
something
Yeah, no,
about them
this
through
is-
their dreams.
This is
Yeah,
totally
yeah.
the opposite.
Yeah, that was way worse. But that was more fun than the one I saw.
Sure.
Yeah,
less
that
less
tracks.
deadly. Yeah.
Yeah.
The soundtrack for the one I saw was just it was like one note loudly. And it was brrr. It was like, come on, orchestra, do something else.
I mean, there weren't a ton of notes, and they repeated a lot, but like it wasn't quite, it wasn't quite just one, and they were way higher pitched, man. Oh, what a stupid bit! I'm so sorry. I'm stressed. I don't want to make a decision, and I would way rather
Yeah.
riff on this traveling play bit than have to choose one of these two, Mikey. Why did you do this to us?
I didn't. Skarpin did.
Yep.
Skarpin did. Still on a boat.
Oh yeah, where is the Oracle, by the way? Belroth looks around.
You don't see the
Freya.
oracle.
No, that's
Freya comes bounding down the stairs.
Maybe
Hey, Fred.
Freya knows.
Freya. Where's the Oracle?
I don't know. Whoa! That's the new ability of Freya.
That's what Freya learned in the dream.
God, finally.
English.
Common.
Thank you, Anthony. Don't ruin my immersion.
No, Freya just looks at you, cocks her head.
The like not a ghost.
Scritcher behind the ear. Oh, Did you have an adventure, Freya? Did you have an adventure, Freya? It scratches her in the ears and gives her a Freya snack.
That's what we're going to use the running time of this episode for? All right, that's fine.
Listen, we're scared to make a decision, Anthony.
I can see that.
I feel as though we should all, if we don't all agree, then the answer is no. We shouldn't know.
And I think to
feel
Skarpin's point, I don't know that they, I don't necessarily know that the fading and the demons are connected, except in that Wesley and Archimedes, Wesley thought, because Archimedes told him, that the fading could be cured if they understood this magic. It read to me like Archimedes was just leveraging Wesley's desire to solve the fading as a way to get him on board.
Oh.
You know what I
that
mean?
makes yeah.
I could see Archimedes doing that.
Yeah,
That seems very much a way that you could manipulate both
poor Wesley.
Wesley and also something Archimedes would do. I mean, mine was also somewhat connected to the fading. The reason people don't know much about the truth of Diam, probably the reason it exists at all, is because of the fading. They remember the snippets of it that pass through time and the parts of the journals that pass through time.
This is what I'm saying, man.
Hey, I have a thought that might put a button on this.
Oh, good.
Hey,
If
what if we stole something?
Skarpin, I'm not.
Dream
I
stealing.
just escaped from. I just
Yeah.
collaborated with the King of Thieves and escaped from jail. It's not.
And planned a regicide, it sounds like.
No, because she was just the Viscount's grandma. She was technically in power,
great.
but she was
A matricide.
technically in power.
Yeah. Like a regis.
No,
a
listen, okay.
Viscount side?
Grandmatricide.
Grand
Vegicide.
matricide.
Okay,
There we go.
so
There we go.
here's the thing. If we don't focus on killing all the demons, everyone is gonna die and nobody's gonna care about the Faden anyway.
Good point.
Because they'll all be dead.
Yeah.
Sure.
So if we are opening ourselves up to weakening ourselves in our dreams with our brains being sucked out of our bodies or whatever,
Or our guts.
then
Or both.
we are less likely to succeed in killing the demons.
For sure.
I vote, and you all know that this is literally the reason for me being here, is the
Right.
Faden and to find a cure for my grandma. So this is not an easy thing to give up information-wise. So I'm gonna vote that we don't give up on it. We just say maybe let's hold it. Let's put it on ice until we kill all the demons, and then this can be our new adventure. And then it's like a group of friends that, sometimes you have a group of friends on a project, and when the project is finished, you never talk to those friends anymore. And I don't want that to happen with us. So maybe that this can be our next project when we kill all the demons, so we don't drift apart.
I kind of like that.
I like that too. I think that makes a lot of sense. My only fear is that, we're getting more. Things are getting harder and things are getting scarier. What if on the worst case scenario we do lose Skarpin? What if we lose this knowledge forever?
Well, then we know
You
that
just wait 80 years.
What?
What?
Because you'd forget that you ever knew anything about it.
Well,
That was a fading joke, sorry.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I'll probably be dead. Okay, you know what?
It's-
I don't know if I have 80 years, Skarpin, but
in that moment, Skarpin had like a big cigar and it's like, waka waka.
Deeran, how long do humans live?
I mean,
Not long enough.
not not many of us make it over 100, Ellery.
Oh, wow.
What?
That'd be crazy. Like
100
that's
is like
so old. I
so
know.
young.
Oh, different. Skarpin.
Yeah.
Belroth.
About 300, 400 years.
Oh, good. Okay, Bringy. Listen.
What? Oh, sorry.
We routinely live to 150. It's exciting when we get to
Oh
175.
God, I don't want to think about
200
Deeran
is-
dying first.
Oh, I'm definitely gonna die
Oh
first.
gosh. Okay.
Hopefully, I'll die
back
first.
on track.
You
That's
know,
fair, yeah.
best case
that means everything
scenario.
went well.
No.
We could find one of those
maybe.
boxes.
or I like got stuck out front or whatever.
Oh, geez.
I made a lich
Girl front,
joke.
dear.
Gosh.
So, Belroth, to your point, if Skarpin were to kick it early and like lose the death pool here, we would know. Well, we do know now that like his parents know,
Yeah.
True.
and so we could always try and figure out a way to like.
Cracked it.
Well,
We're not going to go into Skarpin's parents' dreams with knives and stuff. That seems super
Yeah.
crazy.
it's kind of rude.
Yeah.
Well, they're
But,
coming
like,
into our dreams. They're threatening to come into
No,
our
they're not
dreams.
yet.
Oh, that's fair.
Yeah, Skarpin's keeping us safe, keeping them at bay. Classic Skarpin.
Classic Skarpin.
He's dream tanking. Skarpin on the cover of Dream Tank magazine.
Yeah.
Dream Illustrated.
I want every like class in Dungeons and Dragons to have its own like heartthrob of the month or whatever. Like
Yeah, Teen Beat.
yeah.
I feel like
That's
I feel
the
like
fighter
the
one.
Belroth's is definitly fauna. Like that's just in big letters. Like that's all it.
What if I write it down
And we never
and
look
if I
at it.
die, you could look at it.
Oh.
That's so morbid, but that sounds correct.
Okay.
I think that would keep it safe because only I would still know it, and it shouldn't send any vibrations out.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll
Yeah,
try
just
that.
don't look at it.
Yeah,
Okay,
I promise.
don't open the envelope.
Dude, I still have nightmares about that traveling place sometimes, man. There's no way I'm looking at that note.
Okay.
While Skarpin writes it, I need ReedDeeran to make a compulsion check.
Can I make it at advantage? Because that traveling place scares me so much.
You know you're not capable of making a compulsion check at advantage. That's not a thing.
Oh no.
You're lucky you don't have disadvantage.
I'm gonna ready an action to try and hold Deeran back if he fails.
That is a 13.
Yeah, that's fine. You can you see him writing some letters. You've got like the letter E and the letter L, but that's all you got, and
they're
you
in the
just
wrong
noodle on that
place,
for a
too.
while.
They're yellow squares.
Sure, a Wordle reference.
Nice. Oh, I fucking lost my streak today. Fucking gauze. Jesus Christ.
Whoa. Oh, it's not a spoiler anymore when you said
It's not a spoiler. It's not coming out.
Oh, it's
Wild.
It is
the five of
dating the
us.
episode
Yeah.
to 2 months
I know.
ago.
You know exactly when we recorded this.
I don't remember what Wordle was yesterday. There's no way.
We just said it was gauze, obviously.
One of our viewers cross references was like,
Yeah, exactly.
Search our Discord. This is a great invitation to join our Discord where you can find out when we've recorded episodes by searching the Wordle channel for the word
Yeah,
gauze.
how we did it Wordle.
Yeah, because we are probably the only channel still in the world that plays Wordle. So,
That's what I was about to say. That's how you can tell we're elder statesmen of the internet, because we
love Wordle, man.
we kept to our fad after it is undoubtedly dead.
yep.
Love it.
Okay. So that the decision has been made. Skarpin writes down the secret of what the fading is, and he tucks it away. And what are you going to do now?
Let's go, or I'd like to go above board and see what I could see.
See what's outside. Yeah. Eat something.
Oh, yeah. I also am hungry.
Yeah, I'm tired of whatever trail rations we were having. We should probably check in on
The
the town we left after to go fight the twins.
High Basilica?
Yeah. See if we didn't screw things up.
Yeah, we're really far from there, I think. Although I guess I've been asleep. I have no idea where we
Yeah,
are.
no, we're back.
Let's find out where we are, actually. I don't even remember.
What do we see outside?
What'd you say, Ellery?
We are back on the like southern shores of
Eviara.
right?
Yeah.
No,
Oh.
no. You guys are up north. You were in.
What?
I don't think. Oh yeah, you're right. Tionol. You're in Tionol.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're right.
I was
You're
like,
right. I was
well,
drunk.
no. Then I don't
We end
know
up
our
here.
world because
Yeah.
No, you're right. You're in Tionol. Yeah, you're very, very far away from the High Basilica.
Yeah.
Like pretty much as far away from the High Basilica as you could possibly be. On the continent.
But we do know
Uh,
that there are standing stones nearby, right?
Yep.
And so we could take those.
After getting dinner,
Well, yeah.
breakfast,
Yeah, of course.
and then yes.
So you come up out of the ship, and yeah, you're in the harbor of Tionol. There is it's midday. The town is bustling. Things are, it's similar to when you were here before last, and encountered one of the strangers. But instead, it is, no demon running around controlling people.
That's
so
good.
it's, sort of net positive. It's like a better experience. this time, really.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
I guess
What are you up to?
we need to figure out what's next on the list of things to do. We know one thing that we don't know, which Skarpin knows and we don't know. And then we have 1, 2, 3 left.
Belroth, I just realized, man, the barrier separating the Demon Isles from the Empire is gone.
Mm-hmm.
If your sister made it out, there's a chance that that boat could have, gotten here.
Yeah. Well, I made, speaking of the King of Thieves,
As
I made
Deeran's, wiping soup from his face.
breakfast soup.
Deeran
well-
has ordered one of every meal for breakfast. He's been
Breakfast, lunch, dinner.
so hungry.
Well, we could search for her, but we could also honor the deal I made with the King of Thieves to find out where she is.
wait,
What?
what?
Well, I asked.
I feel like that happened a long time ago, and maybe I.
No,
Is this the fade-in?
Yeah, are we fading right now?
No.
Because I feel like that's a big deal, and there's no way after we gave Skarpin so much shit for not telling us stuff.
No, this is not a secret. I just
I
haven't
don't
brought
know
up.
it.
I haven't brought it up. Listen, I assume we're in kind of a public place.
Not a secret. I just haven't told it to anybody.
by omission. It's fine.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, you're in a public-y place, but it is, you're in a little booth.
We can talk more of it out of here, but if I bring him something, he can tell me where she is. What that comes with is it could be I go through a huge labor and I find out she's dead. But that would be terrible, and the labor to get such thing could be seen as fairly sacrilegious to several cultures. So, but for me, from a research point of view, actually, I would find it quite fascinating.
Well, maybe you could write it down, and then if you die, we can fulfill your wishes. And I honestly like the solution to lots of problems.
It does solve a lot of. I mean, terrified to find the answer, if I'm honest. Dorcia is very good at her job, and I trust that she probably was not even on the island. Yes, she was retired with her husband, and yes, we may have been in the town that she may have been in, and I didn't see any signs of her, but I don't know. We could search for her. I just don't have a good starting point without killing a unicorn.
Oh,
Sorry, I didn't hide that at all.
wow. That sounds
Okay.
like something you wouldn't want to do.
No, you're wrong. I'm fascinated by their chimerology. I would love to see how they work inside.
That's not what I said. Oh.
But like, okay, Belroth, I have an ethical question for your profession.
Yeah, me too. You're
You
right.
want to
You're
murder
right.
animals just so you don't want to like wait until you find a dead one and then like you can look at their bones.
Or you
You
could,
want to
like-
kill it? Like you're just like I want to see your guts. So you're no better
Show
than
me your
Skarpin's
guts.
dad.
No. Just no.
Well-
Listen, I just want.
Wait, what?
Listen.
Well, because
I
your
just
dad's
want-
going to come into our dreams and take out our guts.
Scoop out
Yeah, but
all our
only if you
insides.
know something.
No, I don't. Sorry, I was being hyperbolic. Just the horn. Just the horn.
Oh. Well,
You
Which
don't
is-
need that-
that's not
Which
good.
is if the myths and fables are true, would kill it. So.
that is exactly what you're saying.
Yeah,
Well, then
what
I
if you-
could do a vivisection and have a groundbreaking paper and,
Oh, my
and
goodness.
understand the biology because these things are hard to pin down.
no.
I feel like we've gotten way off track here.
A boy bursts into the tavern and he's like, "News for a copper!" And he runs over, like someone flags him down, and he like whispers something to the guy, and he gives him a coin, and he runs off. He's like, "News for a copper!"
One news, please.
And he runs over and he looks around and he says, "Keep this a secret. It's good money, is it?" And he like reaches for a coin.
I give him a copper. God, I have to do the math,
like-
man. To like.
And he puts his hands on around his mouth to whisper to you, and he's like, "The brass palace is under siege." And then he runs away.
Yeah, Anthony, we get it. We're fucking around, and you don't want us to be.
Hey everyone, DM Anthony here, just reminding you that if you're enjoying the show, tell your friends, tell your family, let people know, word of mouth, and you can support the show at patreon.com/adventureinc, or you can check out the shop at adventureincpod.com/shop. Make sure you check the show notes and the website for all our social media, including our Discord, where you can come and hang out with some great people. We'll see you there. And until next week, I wish you nothing but critical success. Serious business.
We're super serious.